Explosive backcourts. When you were playing, who was the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I start with that, Kevin, the reason I start with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at a time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings. They would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Kevin.
I can see the bruises. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3 slot. The Rockets shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Houston has come out of the gates quickly. It's a 5-point game. Westbrook passes to Harden. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Sacramento off to a slow start. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
But I'm sure they learned their lesson from that game. They know they can't afford to have their first unit unavailable when the game is at critical junctures this time around.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did catch up with Coach Luke Walton. In going up against James Harden, he stressed to his team the need to show your hands to the refs. Beard is just the best at catching defenders with their hands in the cookie jar. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Here's Fox. The Rockets making the shot. Makes it off the glass.
The closer that Fox gets inside, the more effective he could say. I guess you could say he's good in the Fox hole.
There's 53 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Passes to Tucker. Harden outside. And a miss there on the triple. The Kings have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
Probing and looking and finding ways. Bogdanovic really in attack mode here tonight.
Fox against Westbrook. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Working his way for a high percentage look. That's just smart basketball.
And that's a painted possession right there, a masterpiece, especially when the defense is not a factor.
In the corner, Harden. The Rockets with another miss. 3 on 3. Bogdanovic wide open. Can't nail the jumper. It'll count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Kings lead by 3. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. Russell Westbrook, a surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of pop.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around him.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. Green is out there with Damari Carroll. And it's McLemore at the 3, the small forward. Rockets trail by 3.
You think about the Kings and how far off it is that they are from getting into their primes. If they keep learning the game the right way and find some cohesion together here, there's some building blocks for these Kings to do some damage in the near future and sustain it.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
How about that? Parker taking the contact and still connecting on the tough field goal attempt. That's some strength.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And that one falls for Parker. Brent, most NBA players peak around, what, 27, 28, 30 years old? Kings have a lot of players entering right now that range.
Well, you think about they're actually a few years even from that range, Kevin, and so that youth will pay off as long as the player development is there. And if they can stay with a consistent coach for some time here, the likes of Fox and Bagley and Hield and Bogdanovich, it's a nice young core. We'll see if they can get the job done, get themselves into the playoffs, and start getting the kind of experience that propels an organization forward.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Harry Giles.
That's a good read by Jabari, a solid passer, and he knew he could reward a teammate that time.
Here's Rivers, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Teardrop shot, and Hield with the lay-in. Hield's got the lead up to 10 now for the Kings.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Shots good by McLemore. Sacramento leading by 8. Pass to Bazemore. Now Parker, guarded by McLemore. That one off the back iron and out.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Joseph with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. Now Hield. Clock at 6. And it's Joseph in the corner. And the 3 off target. Now here's McLemore. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
76% on the season from the foul line.
Tries it from the top of the key, and the jumper is on the mark.
The awareness of Fox starting to come through here. You sag off him for a little bit, sticks the jumper.
Harden way outside. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Kings on top, up 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. So Westbrook really making a difference here.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Kings. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Bagley in at the 5. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit. Probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much.
Well, not only the power there, Kevin, did he chip a 2s on the rim? One of the best dunkers in the game.
And here are the Kings now. They've led by as much as 10. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
The offensive rebound for Sacramento. They've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Fox dishes to Bagley. 2 points. That one goes. Bagley's got his second basket.
Well, Fox with the eyes and ears up that time. Good vision to facilitate.
It's Harden with the...
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Bogdanovich against Harden. There's 47 seconds left here in the third quarter.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Right side, Fox. Very pretty alley-oop layup. And the Kings lead by 2.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And here's Barnes for 3. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Pretty reliable from that area on the floor. Harrison Barnes comfortable rising up and shooting from there.
Harden inside the three-point line. Money from the wing. Harden's got 6 here in this quarter. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Kings lead by 3. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Harden and Gordon, the guard tandem. Robert Covington out there with Ben McLemore. And it's Tucker in at the 5 spot. Out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from James Harden. Fox looking it over. Floats one up. Rockets with the rebound. Tucker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Gordon with no one around sinks the triple.
Gordon gets the pass there and takes off for the jump shot before the defense could react.
Outside, Fox. Healed outside. Over Gordon. Healed, can't hit. Rocket shooting at 46%, making some buckets. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for McLemore. Here is Harden. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the fourth. Gordon, the pass to Tucker. 5 to shoot. Harden with it. Guarded by Holmes. From 18 feet away. And he overshot that one, missing.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. And some changes here for the Kings. Bagley comes in for Rashad Holmes. And it's Bielitsa in for Giles. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Westbrook's checked in. Timeout called by the Kings. They're trailing by 2. 1:21 left in the game. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. He said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. We're right in this thing, but it's going to take sustained effort to close it out. Now let's bring it home. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Harden. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Barnes. Count it!
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, Greg, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Westbrook against Fox. It falls! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And he's been demanding the ball in these situations. Westbrook with a chance to put this team away.
And Fox has it in the corner. Got it!
Fox stepping up in the clutch here.
Here's Westbrook. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine. They had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Heel. And a switch here also for Houston. Daniel House is checked in for Gordon.
Well, a triple-double machine, and what we're trying to get out of Russell Westbrook as he moves on is understanding he can adjust his game to the teammates around him.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Shooting for Sacramento.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a three-point game.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're behind by 3. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Back to Harden. There's the pass to Westbrook. Dishes it to Covington. Kicks it to Harden. Over Bogdanovic. And the miss.
Bogdanovic pretty good at making some things tough for his man. Very active on the defensive end.
So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.